are you doing?
I finished the roof.
You did the what?
Finished the roof.
Oh my God, it looks amazing.
Well, don't look too closely. Don't look too closely.
Looks like tiles to me. It looks like a roof.
It's going to do the job.
Well done. Samash.
Samash.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Here we are today. This is like our final walk through. We're tidying up the property to head back to NZ. So just thought we'd walk you through what we have done while we were here. So kitchen looks hugely different. It's like we've got a fridge. We don't have we do have power, but it's not hooked up or anything, but we've got a fridge in here. New roof on the kitchen. That was a big achievement. So super happy with that. We had ordered a door to come in here and it got damaged in transit, and then we weren't going to be here for long enough for it to be redelivered. So we're still missing a door that goes out to the road. It should be a kitchen door, and we think we'll just kind of frost it but still have the ability to use it as a door. This stuff is still kind of the same as it was, but the walls have been completely stripped. Chimney, the chimney and the old fireplace are out of there. We will put a window in here on our return, through to the saloon, which is basically unrecognisable. So French doors are in, not completely finished, but in that, you know, that hole wasn't there when we came, so massive difference in this room. And of course this room had the kind of sectioned up rooms, and so the internal walls were one of the first things that we demoed and took down in here. It's quite a big space, so it will be lounge dining. Still need to do heaps of work on the ceiling. Obviously it needs a big sandblast, and then we'll see what we're dealing with. And yeah, the lovely flagstones in the floor. Took out a cupboard there, so we've got a nice little archway there. A couple of cupboards that we're, you know, yet to decide, but gosh, it's looking different. Heaps of work in here, and coming through to the front doors. We need to get them properly restored. We took them off for most of the time that we were here, but they need to be professionally restored. We just love the detail in them. Oh look, here's Rob. He's going to show how the windows, how the glass opens, but it still has the cool iron work there, so it means that you can get a good breeze in. And yeah, really want to restore them professionally. We just think that they're such a feature to the property. This wall has been stripped back, is probably actually ready for pointing. We just haven't got to it, and the ceiling's been stripped back. Front room, heaps of work in here. So this was the room that had the kind of gold ornate wallpaper. So obviously wallpaper and all the plaster off the walls are stripped. Ceiling plaster has been stripped back. Got a new window, so it was exciting. We had a temporary PVC window in, but now we've got the proper wooden windows have arrived. Still got to do some finishing around there, and I've actually started pointing the walls, so that's ultimately what the exposed stone walls will look like at the end of the project. Yeah, lot of work in that pointing, takes a long time. Well, a lot of work in everything. Chimney, fireplace were smashed down, removed in this room, and then we will work on that. We love the original tiles, but whether we can patch what we need to patch over there, and we've got the tiles that should fit into this big spot are all stashed away in the cupboard, so hopefully they all fit back in. There's our hidden doorway that goes through to another property, so I guess at one time they were all connected. Stairwell, which was just one of my favourite things about the property. We just chipped off the plaster on the bottom half there. We quite like the look. We saw it in another house and quite like the look of the exposed stone at the bottom, and then we would redo the plaster at the top. So we haven't really dug into that, the bottom stones. That would be next step, would be to use the multi-tool or the sandblaster to take out all that stuff and get that ready for pointing, and then the top we will replaster at some stage. But yeah, still love these, you know, just little features like that. And there's of course the second story up there with the second flight of stairs with that bar. So we had these rods put in, you can see it there and you can see it through there, and they've put it in kind of left to right across the building, and that's because the stone building was built in two different parts and the two are kind of leaning away from each other. So these rods, which are pretty common in France, will help hold the two buildings together and lessen any kind of more, I don't know, pulling away from each other. I stripped plaster off this wall, but again it hasn't been finished to a multi-tool level, but ultimately will be pointed again. Window out there. Yeah, so there's the rod from a different view, and we'll need to replace all that flooring from the top floor when we return. This room may have been closed off. It's actually been locked. Can't really see much through there. We'll have a look later. Third floor, like the top floor. So again, cool stairwell. Actually, it's very dark up here. May not be able to see a lot. It's been blocked off. And then this internal room, which we haven't really done any work on, but it's been a good spot for us for storage. We've got a beautiful sofa, which is under here, so you won't get to see it. But I can't wait to have that kind of in our bedroom or down in the saloon. And the cabinet that was in the kitchen, we will try and restore that into like a drinks cabinet, or just love the detailing on the front there. So that will be a project going forward. Through there in future will be a bathroom, and then this is the bedroom. It's got a lot of stuff in there at the moment, so you can't really see the detail, but this is the bedroom with the beautiful tiles, and through there will be an ensuite for this bedroom. And then of course we've got a new window in here. Really pleased to find, it's such a huge window, it's almost 2 meters tall, and quite wide as well. And so we were really pleased to find a window that could be made in this size. And we've retained the original shutters on the outside, given them a bit of a paint to freshen up. And just move this. And here is the kitchen roof that Rob and I did in our last couple of days, weeks here. Yeah, so that was quite the learning curve. We've got some finishing to do out here, and so while we're away we wanted to make sure that it's really weather secure. So we've got some older tiles down the side, but yeah, really pleased with how that looks. There's Rob out there with his drone. I guess he's going to be checking out the kitchen as well.